Brandyn Pokrass here with the league winners, here with Florida Atlantic quarterback Caden Veltkamp. Caden, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about you?
I'm doing great. So to start this one off, you entered the transfer portal and you committed to FAU. What went into your decision to commit to the school?
Really, just Coach Kittley. I believe in everything that he stands for, and obviously he's got a good track record and developing quarterbacks, and that was something that I wanted to be a part of.
So building off that question, what aspect of Coach Kittley's scheme are you most excited about heading into this season?
Um, I would just say like what we do offensively and what he asked me to do as the quarterback. Um, it's real easy to pick up the offense and learn it, and a lot of the verbiage is stuff that I already know and already a world that I already lived in. So um, just excited for that piece of it. I think that's the biggest thing for me.
So, in addition to that, how do you feel that this specific scheme, like in the way you speak about, is going to utilize your abilities this season?
I think he's gonna call plays based upon my strengths and what I do well. And I think what I do well is I distribute the football to our playmakers. So that's kind of what spring ball is for, just figuring out, what we have on the roster and, who our guys are and who our dudes are going to be. Um, and, figuring out like what we need to call and what I need to do as a quarterback to get those guys football.
So, taking a more broad perspective, what are you helping to build on in 2025 with FAU? You obviously had a really impressive 2024 campaign. So, what are you looking to, or more specifically, how are you looking to take that next step forward this season?
Um, well, for me personally, winning a conference championship and for the program as a whole, that's the goal, and everything that we do needs to be geared towards that. And if there's something that we're doing that's not geared toward that, then we need to cut it out. Um, but yeah.
So, moving into the AAC, what are you expecting in terms of competition? Are you expecting that it's going to be a big adjustment, or do you think it's going to be more of the, small little things that really can dictate football games, but doesn't really affect the macro of it?
Yeah, I'm not really expecting a huge difference. I mean, football is football. At the end of the day, it's the same game. Um, I think historically the American is better than what I come from, but I don't think that it's all that different, to be honest with you.
So, you're talking about how you guys are in the midst of spring ball, spring practices are coming up. What is the feel around FAU been so far?
It's been good, just trying to get to know everybody and connect with all my teammates and just learning names and that kind of thing. But I think everybody's really excited, and now that we're back and getting to work and doing team runs and doing team lifts and throwing together, I think we're gelling really well, and I think a lot of the guys that have been here have been very vocal about how it feels different, and that they like everything that all the new guys are bringing and the new coaches and that kind of thing. I think there's a lot of excitement right now in our program with our guys.
So, really moving off that as well, have you had a chance to mesh with any of your teammates yet? And what has been the focus culture-wise so far at FAU?
Yeah, I think I definitely have. I started training with the team last week, so having a week and a half now of training with the team, and then that first week I was around but wasn't cleared. So being around the team definitely created some new friendships and gotten close with some of the other guys that are coming in the portal as well. Um, I think I think our team's going to gel well, and like I said, we're excited for this season.
So, you had a fellow player from Western Kentucky transferring with you, Easton Messer, wide receiver. How has it been having him make that transition to your new school?
It definitely makes it more comfortable. He's my best friend, so it makes everything easier when you got your guy next to you, and so that's been cool. He's my roommate too, so I mean, we've done pretty much everything together for the last 3 weeks, and introducing ourselves to new guys, and then we kind of go home and talk about stuff. Like, it's definitely made this transition easy for sure.
So he's kind of been like that gateway into really expanding into the rest of the offense, essentially, right?
Yeah, I would say so. And in terms of like on the field stuff, I think like when we're throwing, like with the quarterbacks and the receivers and tight ends, that kind of thing. Um, like we already know most of the verbiage of the offense, so it's easy to get out there and kind of explain like what kid is going to want come OTAs and spring ball. And so I think that's going to make for a little smoother transition once we start OTAs and spring ball, just because guys will already have somewhat of an idea of like what the on field like stuff is going to look like, not just the plays drawn up on a whiteboard.
And then my last question for you, you kind of touched on this a little bit already, but what goals or what goal do you have individually for the 2025 season and for the team in the 2025 season?
Just win the conference. That's my only goal. Everything else will come with that. I've always been a big believer in when you win, good things happen. And so my goal for myself and for our team is just to win the American. That's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.